Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Tsumeshogi Corner. What we're going to be doing is solving Tsume problems, that is, checkmating the opponent's king. In Tsumeshogi, the attacking side must make a check on every move, and the king has to delay mate as long as possible. I'm not going to tell you how many moves each problem is, because, as you know, when you're playing a game, when the king is in a mateable position, something doesn't pop up saying, oh, you have 5 moves, you have 7 moves. So getting random move numbers without being told is a great way to train your in-game senses. I first learned about this technique through a book by Keiji Mori, so I think it's a great way to learn, so let's get started. Alright, let's start off with an easy one. This is problem number 1. If you need more time to think, just pause the video. There are 2 correct answers in this. This is a mate in 1. You can either push the pawn and promote, or you can move the promoted pawn to 2-2. Alright, here's problem number 2. This is a mate in 5. You're going to start with the tokin sack to 3-1. If he takes it, it's going to be an earlier mate in 3 with horse to 4-1 because the lance is covering the escape route here. So what he's going to do is not take it. He's going to run to 1-1. Now, the trick to mating is to make this lance active because it's currently being blocked by the horse. So you'll check with the horse on 3-3. He has no other option but to take it with the bishop. And then you have 2 ways to mate here. You can move the token to 2-1, checkmate. Or you can promote the lance, also checkmate. Here's problem number 3. Might be a little bit tough if you're pretty new to the game. This is going to be a mate in 7. If you're a strong player, you've probably already found it. It's bishop drop 2-2. Because it's being defended by the horse, the only move he can do is to take it with the gold. Now, you'll keep moving the gold over. The pawn is defended by the knight, so he can't take with the king, he has to take with the gold. And then you'll take the gold, and there's a nice little spot for the gold to go on 2-2, and it's mate in 7. Here's problem number 4. It looks super simple, but it's not. Be careful. Okay, the opening move is going to be this rook sacrifice to 1-1. That way he can't get away to 3-1 and have this escape route. So then he'll capture. Now the next move, be careful, is going to be bishop drop to 3-3 from a distance. If you play at 2-2, the king has this escape route, and it's going to be no mate. And if you drop it any farther, then it's no mate with a pawn drop. But you drop it 3-3, the king's going to run to 2-2 to try to get to this pawn, but then you just promote the bishop, and it's mate in 5. Problem number 5. His Onaguma looks very solid, but it has one major weakness. He has the smothered mate with knight to 2-3, decline promotion. The reason is because he can't capture with the silver, because it's pinned by the bishop. Problem number 6. At a glance, you might think it's going to be the square gap dragon, but don't do that, it's not going to be a mate. Okay, the answer is going to be a silver sack on 9-3. The king has no other move but to take it. Now you'll do the square gap dragon by taking a lance. The king can't run to here because of your pawn, so his only move is to drop a piece. If you just drop a silver here, the king's going to get away. So what you have to do is follow the proverb, approach the king by surrounding him. So you'll take that lance you just got and drop it on 9-5. Now he has to block, and now you can drop the silver. And it's made in 7. Problem number 7. Your key piece is going to be the silver right here. Okay, your first move is going to be the bishop promote sack to 3-3. The reason you check here instead of from 3-1 is because this pawn does not have any protection, so the king could run here. So you go here, the knight takes, and now you promote the rook, and it's checkmate. The only thing you can do here is drop a piece to block, but because it's just going to be the same mate anyway, it's considered a mate in 3. Problem 8. The king seems safe, but make sure you're looking at all the pieces. Yeah, it's easy, just drop a rook to 2-1. The gold is being pinned by the bishop. Alright, problem 9, we're almost done. Okay, your first drop is going to be knight drop to 2-3. If he takes it, it's going to be a simple mate in 3 with gold drop 2-2. So he's going to take it with the dragon. What this does is it removes the dragon's influence from the 3rd pile. So now what do? You take the gold and bring it a little bit closer to your rook. King takes, and now a discovered check with silver promote to 4-2. And there's nothing the king can do to stop a mate, so it's mate in 5. Alright, last problem, number 10. This one's real hard, so don't feel bad if you don't get it. You might need to pause to give yourself more time. Okay, your first move is going to be the gold sacrifice on 1-1. He has to take it, because if he doesn't, then you'll drop the bishop on 4-4 from a distance. He'll have to drop, and then you'll take with the dragon. His only move is to take the gold, and then checkmate. So, he's going to take the gold, and then yeah, you do the square gap dragon check. Now, depending on which piece he drops, it's going to be a completely different mate. So let's look at all of them before we look at the correct one. If he drops a pawn, then you'll drop the bishop on 3-3, not 2-2 because the king's going to get away. So 3-3. His only move is going to be here, because if he drops, then it's just going to be square gap dragon mate. So he runs to 1-2. Now this is cool. You'll sacrifice the bishop on 2-2. He has to take with the pawn. Bishop drop 2-1. King runs, and checkmate. See, because it's a discovered check. So that doesn't work. And the lance is the same thing too, right? So, what if he drops a gold? Well, this time it's too easy. You'll do the same thing, but instead of sacrificing the bishop, you'll just stack the dragon, get a gold, and it's gold on the head. Too easy. What about the knight? Well, also too easy. So now we're down to either the silver or the rook. Remember, he can't drop a bishop because you have both of them. So let's look at the rook first. He'll drop the rook, and then same thing. You'll drop the bishop. He'll run. Now, you have to take the rook. He'll recapture. If you just drop the rook, he'll be able to escape. So remember, approach the king by surrounding him. He'll drop the bishop here. This cuts off the escape route he has to 3-2. So if he runs, rook on the bottom, or right here. And of course, if he does that, then right here. So that doesn't work either. So, in order to delay mate the longest, he'll drop the silver here. And yeah, same thing. He'll drop the bishop. He runs. But if you try to do this mate, it doesn't work. Because when you get to this point, the silver is defending here. So he'll just take the dragon. So, your only option here is to take the silver. He'll recapture. And then, just like with the rook, you'll cut off his escape route here. Now, if he drops to block, then you'll drop the silver here. He can only run here and mate. But he's not going to do that. He will move the silver back. So now, his escape route here is cut off anyway, so you can drop the silver. He'll run. Now don't just promote the silver, it's not going to work. You promote the bishop to 3-4. If he moves the silver to block, then you just promote the silver and it's checkmate. Same thing if he drops. So his only move is to take the gold. Now, he'll take the gold here. If he takes with the silver, then gold on the head. So he'll take with the king, and now it's a simple mate. This is mate in 19. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Comment and let me know how you did on the problems, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and want to see more Shogi videos. Thanks, bye.